We're here at Wheeling Island Hotel and Casino where Mayor Glenn Elliott has just finished up his 7th and final State of the City address. The Scottish Rite Cathedral in East Wheeling is getting a new lease on life under its original owner. The Scottish Rite Freemasons owned the building from when it was built in 1916 until 2020, when a lack of membership forced them to sell it. What has been in the works for over 20 years is finally coming to reality. State and local officials met on the new Wellsburg Bridge today to discuss the progress that has been made and what work still needs to be done. A 20-inch water main broke last night near the old Wheeling and Pittsburgh steel plant in Martins Ferry, Ohio. A total of 28 dogs and 3 cats were rescued from a St. Clairsville woman's home on the 4th of July. The animals were kept in horrific living conditions, and as a result, many of them have health issues. Julie Larish of Belmont County Hoof and Paw has been working on this case since March of this year and was finally able to rescue the animals yesterday. There are many exciting things happening at the Wetzel County Hospital in New Martinsville. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, has given the hospital a 4-star rating out of 5. These ratings were developed to provide patients with an easy way to find quality care. This is the highest score Wetzel County has achieved in recent years. Opening arguments in the case of Honora Shostag were held today at the Ohio County Courthouse in Wheeling. Will Carman, 37, is accused of brutally murdering Shostag, allegedly stabbing her dozens of times in September 2021. The Jefferson County Fair returns to Friendship Park this week. An opening ceremony will be held tonight to celebrate the beginning of the fair. A charming small town in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains along the Ohio River has been named as one of the best places to live for families. Wheeling has a storied history, serving as West Virginia's capital city during the Civil War. The YWCA of Wheeling is starting a scholarship for women to apply and receive funding for college, trade school, or other educational certificates. The Back Home Music Festival returns to New Martinsville for 3 days of music from June 23rd to the 25th. The American Fireworks Company is putting the final preparations on Wheeling's 4th of July celebration. With August now in full swing, it is almost time to go back to school. The staff at the Marshall County School Bus Garage are busy preparing to shuttle kids to and from school. With many buses set to take to the streets soon, it is important to address safety issues. Today is the birthday of an extremely important man in West Virginia's history. Arthur Borman was born on July 24, 1823, and served as the first governor of West Virginia from 1863 to 1869. After 127 years, a local Catholic church celebrated its final Mass on Sunday. St. Wendelin Parish in Pittsburgh's Carrick neighborhood was founded in 1873 by German immigrants, with the church constructed in 1896. The newly appointed First Minister of Northern Ireland made history over the weekend by becoming the first Catholic and first Irish nationalist to hold the position. Michelle O'Neill, a member of the Sinn Féin party, got the job nearly 2 years after the last election. A routine visit to the dentist has sadly ended in the tragic death of a 5-year-old Ukrainian boy. The Senate has unveiled its long-awaited package to fund border security as well as provide military aid to Ukraine and Israel. The $118 billion bill would provide an additional $60 billion for Ukraine, $14 billion for Israel, and $20 billion for extra border security. Documents released from the University of Davis, California, have revealed horrific details about the testing performed on animals by Elon Musk's company Neuralink. The documents detail the procedure, which includes drilling into monkeys' heads and filling them in with glue, which has resulted in the death of over 1,500 animals. Grant Street might be losing one of its historic buildings after a series of financial misfortunes. The historic Grant building is facing foreclosure after the owners face a series of defaults and a key tenant is not renewing their lease. The brutal fighting continues in the Israel and Hamas conflict, with the Israeli Defense Forces launching at least 6 airstrikes at the Jabalyeh refugee camp in Gaza, wiping out many apartments in the area. A moderate Minnesota Democrat, Representative Dean Phillips, announced a long-shot primary bid against President Biden on October 27th. Since May of 2022, the Three Rivers Waterkeepers, a scientific and legal advocacy group, has been reporting sporadic oil spills on the Monongahela River near McKeesport. Oregon is getting a beautiful new license plate within the next year. The state is home to over 600 different species of bees, and you can now embrace the pollinating species in the state of Oregon by having them on your license plate.